Hello everyone, this is Shonda and today's video is being sponsored by www.fashionwithfifi.com. Click on the link in my sidebar to be directed to the site. Today I am going to be styling my invisible work, QuickWeave. I did it yesterday, videos are up. Thank you guys for your responses and whatnot. To answer someone's question, they said that I must have been tired of this hair since I've already used it in a QuickWeave. No, I'm not tired of it. It's just I wanted to do my hair like this, and I wanted to use this hair just so that I could make, since I've already used it, make sure that I'm getting my technique perfected. I'm not tired of the hair. Hair is still manageable. I've straightened it out and I'm getting ready to layer it. So hope that answered your question. So what I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to use my razor once I find it, and just some regular cutting shears as well. I'm not really sure, sorry. I don't want to cut it short. I just want to get some of the weight out of it because it's really kind of one length. So of course I want to chop it up a little bit, and then I think I'm going to use my Marcel irons to go through it and put some big curls in it or whatnot. I don't know yet. But let me get all of my stuff situated and then I'll come back and we can start layering. Alright, so I'm going to be using my razor to start it off. And how I'm going to start it off, first I'm going to use my shears, and I'm going to start that off by just kind of slithering down the side. You can use a razor to do that. Maybe I'll just use the razor for the whole thing. Just slithering it down the side so that it'll give it a little bit of break it up on the sides. Like that. See? And I'll take it up a little bit more. Y'all know me by now. I don't really talk that much when I'm doing hair, so maybe some quiet moments. Now I'm going to be showing you guys how I do it, and I'm going to be showing you guys on one side of my hair. So I always do this for some strange reason. I cut on one side of my hair and then I go to the other side, and I know that's probably not healthy at all, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's how I'm used to doing it. So I'm going to comb the hair, most of the top portion of it anyways, and try to gather it as evenly as I can. So much easier to do this on someone else's head than on my own head. Sometimes you can take the hair and twist it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try to take it as much as I can and hold it as tight as I can, and then just go through it like this. And I'm not going to go through it really hard because I don't want it to. Sorry about that. The camera battery died. I had to charge it up a little bit. Okay, so where I stopped off at was slithering. I'll go ahead and grab some more. And like I was saying, you don't want to chop into it. You just want to razor down it real light, because the razor is gonna do what it's gonna do. If you don't feel comfortable with taking such a big section, you can always just do it little by little. And I just do it to my liking, pretty much. I don't, it's nothing really technical to me about doing this. You just pretty much do it to the way that you like it. I'm going to be careful because I always tend to make this side so much shorter than the other side. This can go up a little bit more up here. And sometimes it kind of really depends on the style, which way is easier to do it, using shears or using a razor, or I have to find out where I can buy, they got this tool and I can't remember the name of it, but it's kind of like a tool, like say for instance if you're cutting a bob, you can run the tool like at the end of the hair, and it kind of tapers it down. I don't know the name of it, and I really don't know how to explain it, but I saw someone using it and I'm like, wow, that's a unique idea. Alright, so now I'm going to come down a little bit and just try to work it into each other so that it'll blend, so that it doesn't look like it, but just so that it doesn't look like it's all choppy or whatnot, just to blend it down a little bit. So that once I do curl it, it'll all flow. This is pretty much how I check it. I gotta cut a little bit more up here in the front because I always tend to leave this a little too long and it just doesn't flip the way I want to. But then again, I don't want it to be extremely short. But we're gonna work on that now. This is how I layer when I'm using the razor. That's pretty much, I'll probably touch it up a little bit more right here. Like I said, I always tend to make this part longer than what it should be. But for the most part, I like where it's at. It's not so triangle looking. You know how like when your hair is bulky, kind of looks like a triangle. And it may seem like you're cutting a lot of it off. You see how it's round now? And I know this is kind of like a weird way to describe it, but you see how it's round as opposed to where it just laying flat like that? It has more texture to it. So I'm going to go ahead. How I do the back, very weird, but I kind of just lift it up. The back I don't put too much precision into because of course I can't really see it, but I don't really feather my back. If I'm doing someone else, then yeah, I will make sure I do theirs right. But mine's, I don't really put too much into it. I just like it to look choppy, so. So I will go ahead and work on this little part right here. And then I'm going to go into the other side and layer that up. And then we will curl it. Alright, be right back, guys. Okay guys, so I have finished cutting or razoring the hair. Of course you probably don't see a big difference in it now, but I can. It's not so full on the sides like it was before, and it's a lot rounder. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and let my stove heat up and everything. Yeah, the first curl I'm going to do with the Marcel iron. So I'm going to get all of that situated and let it heat up. And then I'll come back to you guys and then I'll start curling. I don't know exactly if how I'm going to curl it. If I'm going to curl it in sections or if I'm going to go and I'm thinking I may do it in sections. That will probably be easier. Just section it off and then curl one section. I'll probably do the back first. But whatever way I do it, I'll show it to you guys. And I will be back in a couple of minutes. Alright guys, so I am going to begin curling this hair here. I'm always losing a comb. So I'm going to be back curling today because I want everything to end up in the center of the back of my head. Let's switch you guys so I can scoot over. And I'm going, hopefully this doesn't take too long to do, but with the Marcel irons it shouldn't. Only thing is I don't know if I told y'all before, but somebody stole my stove, so I gotta go backwards and forwards into the kitchen to heat up my irons. Maybe I should just go ahead and invest in me a stove, another stove. I need to get me a new set of Marcel irons anyway, so that'll come with it. I remember when I first bought this set, they're not as expensive as they used to be anymore. The Marcel iron sets. I remember when I bought mine, it was like $300. Now that you can get a set for like $150 or something like that. You can get like 10 irons, 2 pressing combs, flat irons, the stove, and the stand. I'm like, dang, I was gypped. So yep, I'm just gonna be putting some real loose curls in it. Nothing too strategic. I know how I like my messy hairstyles. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl, and then once I get up to the top, I'll probably come back to you guys once I get to like the last section of hair. Like I'll probably curl it all and then come back to you on the very last section. Alright, so I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Everybody, so I have majority of my hair curled, and I just have to do this the right side over here. And I'm not gonna go layer by layer, but I don't want to go too big either. And I got clips holding these in only because I just want that to be like the curliest part. So what I'm doing, and this is kind of like the curls that I did in, I don't recall the name of that video. Sorry about that. I don't remember the name of the video. It was with I believe the Outre. Why is this always tilted? One of the Outre wigs or Milky Way wigs that I made, and I'm just doing back curls, BACK curls. And I got lazy, so I just plugged up the curling irons because I got tired of going backwards and forwards in the kitchen. But they're doing a pretty good job. As long as I see smoke, I'm good. I gotta do a review on those crimping irons. I don't know if I'm gonna be crimping my hair with those anymore. But yeah, just curling it backwards or away from my face. I hate when that happens. This hair holds some freaking heat. I have burnt myself a couple times just touching this stuff. But it looks like it's gonna turn out pretty, so. Just release it. And that's pretty much what I did, or what I did all the way through. My head is this side, the right side I curled back, and then this side I curled away. So once I get done, I'm just gonna take a big rake comb and just comb through it, comb it in the same direction as I curled it. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back to you guys when I'm done and then comb it, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright? Guys, I'm curling the last part of my hair, and I'm going to go ahead and comb it out now so we can see how it looks. I'm just going to be using a real big rake comb. This part right here is a little too curly for me. Here we go. Let's lay it down some. I need to work on this part. I think I just curled it a little too much maybe. And then this part, I always have problems curling this part of my hair over here because I always end up curling it the wrong way. So let me see if I can fix that while we are here. Because once I am done with my hair today, I am done. It really turned out cute. Okay, so it's not quite like the girls off of Celebrity Status video, but I do like how it turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures and post it at the end of the video. I'm going to try to flatten the sides out a little bit because I got my Farrah Fawcett going on the side, my curl right here. So I'm going to try to lay that down a little bit and play with it a little bit more, and then I will post some pictures of the finished result at the end of this video right here. So thank you guys for staying tuned with me. I'm gonna probably have to just flat iron this little area right here so it can be flatter, but I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the pictures, not this, because I gotta fix it. But yeah, I'll put the pictures at the end so you guys can see them, and then just let me know what you think. All right, talk to you guys later.